Hi everybody, it's Dominic checking in again. Wanted to give you guys a kind of a 2-month update from my last videos. Certainly won't make it as long as last time, so if you made it through those last ones, kudos to you. They certainly shouldn't have been that long. Just wanted to kind of give you an update. I'm about 10-15 pounds lower than I was on my last video. Puts me closer to my goal weight, but I still feel I'm about 50 pounds away from my ultimate, hope I can stay there the rest of my life kind of goal, and about 60 pounds away from kind of that number in my head that would be one of those untouchable numbers I really thought was out of my realm. So just kind of give you what those numbers are, because we are all going through this. I started at 369, now I'm down to about 260. On my last videos, I believe I was around 270, 275, somewhere like that. So right now at 260, I'm about 6'1", 6'2", just to kind of give you an idea of kind of what I am. Played tennis in college at around 220. My goal is to be around 210, and maybe even try to push 199 one of these days. So anyway, just a couple of little notes. A lot of you have sent me personal messages, so I really appreciate those. Hope that these videos can serve as a helpful tool to you, as the videos on YouTube of other people have done for me. So a couple of other things. One, I mentioned a couple of the problem foods I had last time, and there are two categories of problem foods for me. One is the standard problem food that doesn't sit well with you, and then the problem food number two are the foods that do sit well with you and you can't get enough of them. So I think it's very fair to point out, or very important to point out, that your cravings will change somewhat. However, your habits of wanting to be who you used to be, which is to, in my case, was just to snack all the time, and just really, anytime food was around, it wasn't whether I was hungry or not, it's just whether it looked good or not. I still have those issues now. The difference now is I'm just forced to eat smaller portions of them. So I will be upfront with everybody on here that I do not follow a strict diet. I haven't. I've eaten what my body will let me. And early on, obviously, after those of you who are a couple months into it know that you're very restricted just on what you can eat and drink initially. Nothing more than your body just won't let you. I mean, you can try to push that and try to eat some other things, but your body's going to tell you no, you can only drink so much and those sorts of things. But as you go through this process, you'll realize that your body will let you do quite a bit more. I'm very fortunate to where there's only a couple things I really can't eat, and gratefully they weren't things that I'm just too big on anyway. Anything that has onions in it right now, it tears up my stomach, and I hate every minute of it. Specifically red onions. I tried tartar sauce the other day on some fish that I had, and it was just it was really a bad scenario. Didn't want to throw up or anything, but it just caused a very acidic reaction, and I didn't like it at all. The other thing would be any garlic, heavy garlic, anything that has that kind of real strong flavor to it, kind of gives me a problem. Nothing spicy. Spicy foods do just fine, but onions and garlic are two of the big things that I really can't touch anymore. And you'll see garlic dips and things like that you might want to have, and I certainly can't touch them. The other problem food is kind of what I wanted to address on this video as kind of the focus, and that is, and one of the big things that I worried about was, will I ever get to be a normal eater? First things first, one, normal to you before surgery is nothing compared to what the rest of the world that doesn't have weight problems consider normal. Just the most impactful thing that'll ever happen to you when you do a surgery like this is that you realize what normal really is, and that is going to a restaurant and taking home half the meal, leaving half of it there. I've got a 2-year-old daughter, and when my wife's out of town, we go over down here to La Madeleine, and one meal, I give her my side of fruit and pasta salad, and I eat half of a sandwich. I take the other half home. Sometimes I eat it, sometimes I don't, and we're just fine. I'm learning how to not order a drink, because there really is no, well, for me, I can't eat and drink at the same time. It's just, it doesn't work at all. I've worked as a kind of a side note, I don't mean to jump all over the place. You hear a lot that you shouldn't drink or eat an hour before, an hour after. I've heard 45 minutes before and after, 30 minutes before and after. The last thing I talked to my nutritionist about was it's really up to you and your body. For me, it's about 15 minutes. I can drink something, wait 15 minutes, and then I'm ready to eat. For every reason, my body processes liquids very fast. Now, after eating is a completely different case. I have to wait for a good 45 minutes to an hour before I drink anything after I eat. I tend to eat heavier foods, high protein meats and things like that. So I just think it takes my body some time to clear out. So I do wait 45 minutes or an hour after I eat. I might take a drink of something just to wash it, not to wash it down, but just to have the taste of it. But I don't drink anything after I eat for at least an hour. And I really don't have any problems with that. It was weird at first because that's just you eat and drink at the same time. That's just what you're used to doing. So anyway, thought I'd throw that in there. The problem foods for me now are sweetbreads, if you want to call it that, muffins. I wouldn't say cake, but cookies or just dry sweets. I'm on a kick right now where I like to have a chocolate chip muffin in the morning. It fills me up, but then I've never had that craving before. I've never been too big of a cake kind of guy. So I do. In fact, I have some in the kitchen right now. So I don't know what it is, but sweetbreads, pastries, cookies. Maybe it's because I can eat just a bite here and there. I don't know, but right now I know that if I had more willpower and cut that out, I'd probably lose weight a lot faster than I am now. The other thing that I wanted to point out that I'm doing is I drink a lot of Gatorade, and I know it's got a high sugar count and high calorie count. It doesn't really have a lot to do with helping your body vitamin wise. I tried G2. It's just too soapy tasting to me. So in fact, I can go through a 32-ounce Gatorade very, very, very fast. Not near. I could chug one of those. I think all of us could chug one of those in a minute or two. Right now, this will probably last me about 15-20 minutes, and I think it's 32 ounces. Yeah. So I'm trying to find a way to get off of this. Before I did this diet, I realized the effect aspartame had on me. So I definitely do not like Crystal Light. Aspartame, if you're asking me, is just something you should avoid at all cost. Side note, I used to get headaches a lot when I would go to bed. I used to drink Crystal Light because it was 0 calories. Once I stopped that, all my headaches went away. I never had a problem again. And so I don't drink diet drinks. I do have, what's it called? So there's a diet drink that's made with Splenda. Zero, I can't remember. I do have those in the refrigerator if I want something carbonated. Carbonated drinks don't hurt me at all. I know some people it does, but of course we're not drinking them at the pace we used to either. So anyway, I just wanted to go through what my problems were now, and that is I can't get enough of sweetbreads, cookies, and pound cakes and things like that. That's my problem that I have right now. Gatorades, I'm trying to be better at it, but they're just, for some reason, they really... Water, I used to drink a lot of water, and right now water just doesn't do it for me. So I want to stay hydrated, and my nutritionist told me that it's better to drink this stuff than to not drink enough liquid. I'm trying to do more iced teas because I like iced tea, but this Gatorade thing is going to be, I think, going to be a longer problem for me. I need to really work on a way to get off of that massive amount of sugar. And I've tried Splenda Kool-Aids and stuff like that. It's just, that's really too sweet for me. Anyway, so I bring both of these up because I'm definitely not losing the weight like I was before. It's been 2 months since my last video. I might be down 15 pounds. Again, I don't know if I shared this earlier on this video, but I started off at 369, the highest I've ever weighed. It's really depressing just thinking about that number. Now I'm down to about 260. I'm just waiting for that scale to go to the 250s so that I can feel like that that number is more appealing to me than 260. So working on that, and what I've done to try to get to that point is I've started to run. I've been a runner in the past, was a tennis player in college, and a soccer player my whole life. So running is something that's just part of my life. I like doing that, so it's not difficult for me. But I have stalled to the point where I'm losing 5 pounds a month. The last 3 months, I probably only lost, 20 pounds probably. But the caveat is I'm not doing anything to help that. I eat what I want. I go out to dinner and I order hamburgers. Granted, I eat half, maybe half of a hamburger. I can't really eat fried foods anymore, so maybe a French fry or two. But I know my stalling's coming from the beverages that I drink, the Gatorades, Sprites, and things like that. That when I go out to eat, I'm definitely ordering those. Again, I order them first. I might drink one Sprite, with the ice in it, and then by the time the food gets here, I wait for 10-15 minutes before I eat, and I don't drink another one. So it's all relative, but if you were to tell me that I would drink one Sprite at dinner at a restaurant, that would be, 5 less than I drank before the surgery. So, right now it seems like what I do drink is all sugary stuff. I need to get away from that and do a better job. Iced tea used to do it for me. I could drink tea. I need to probably get back into that, but anyway, the stalling I think is because of my my sugar intake through drinks. But I'm going to see what happens with working out, lifting weights, running, and see if that kick starts the weight loss. And if I still stall with the weightlifting and the running, I will certainly look at cutting Gatorade and some of the sweets out of my life. But right now I'm just kind of tinkering. I'm so phenomenally happy with the results and the clothes that I get to wear, and I still look at myself and think, what 50 more pounds would be great. My ultimate goal is to be around the 200 mark, which means I'm about 60 pounds away from my ideal weight. Anything under 230 for me is the weight I played tennis at college. I feel like it's a good, healthy weight for me. That's about a size 36 waist if I'm down to about 225, 230. I'm definitely not someone I think that could ever be 185. I've got a younger brother that's 180. He's 5'10", and he's just a smaller guy than I am in every aspect. So maybe that's just something I need to start thinking about. But if I got down to 200 pounds, I think that'd be about a 32 waist for me. So we'll kind of see. But that's really all I want to do. I'm at the 12-minute mark here. Don't want to make it too long. Everybody, I get a lot of direct messages to me. I'd be more than happy to keep answering the questions just on a one-off basis. But I can tell you on a personal basis, it helps to be able to see the comments and questions of everybody else when other people are looking at videos. So just wanted to kind of send that out there. Feel free to post those comments out there, post those questions so I can answer to everybody. I really do thank you for everybody's well wishes, and good luck to all those people who have, kind of reached out to me and asked advice about which one I would have done. I'm still extremely happy with the gastric sleeve. The changes in my life have been phenomenal. The number one thing is you get to be normal, and it's just really fun. I mean, you get to go order a normal meal. You really don't care where you eat anymore because you're not going to eat that much anyway. I've got a 2-year-old daughter I get to share meals with. So it's all great. Please send the videos in or the comments on the videos. I'll be happy to answer them. If you want to send them directly to me, that's fine as well. Hope everybody's doing all right, and I'll for sure kind of reach back out to you at least once a month. Good luck to all those who are going to think about doing the surgery. I highly recommend it. It'll change your life in every way you can. And if you've watched my previous videos, if you don't think you can do it because of the surgery and the needles and all that kind of stuff, watch my first videos. You'll understand. You can definitely do it, and it's just the most amazing thing you'll ever do. So take care, guys.